Hey, family. This is Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation Show. Hey, family. I decided to come on a little bit. Uh, Trying to say kill time, right? Because I want to go over here and try to hook up with the guys that normally walk the streets. So I figured I'd come on a little bit. They're coming out like 6 o'clock, but I wanted to come on and just talk a little bit about things. Um, y'all know my heart is about Baltimore City, right? And not just Baltimore City. I'm talking about like our young men who's out there caught up in the lifestyle. And I'm talking about our black men that came home, and the whole thing is to get involved in your kids' lives. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of me, trying to do what I do. What's up? Huh? Oh, not you. I got it turned on me. You know what? I thought that was what's his name? Uh, God dang it. He lived over here somewhere. Cause I'm like, I thought he moved. Yeah, right. He still live over here? Right, that's what I thought. Yeah, because I came by a few times. I'm like, uh-oh, let me pick with my man. Yeah, but don't worry. I ain't saying no names. Don't worry about this pointing at me. All right, bro, be safe. All right. Tell Preston I said hi. Yeah, I was hollering at my brother, one of the guys that I used to work with. Um, but anyway, y'all know my heart. Y'all know my heart. And my heart is about helping out people. Um, I just went over to Emerge, right? It's a program too. They help you with everything. I'm gonna say they have the full wraparound service. So I was basically letting them know what I do in the community as far as helping people and stuff like that. Um, Not just helping, I'm gonna say the homeless encampment people, but I help like women and children, family, and all of that, right? So that's one of the things that I was letting them know too. And my goal when I reach out to people, y'all, is to let people know what I do so that people that need the help, I will have, I'm going to say, a group of people. Like if your program is about drugs and alcohol, I want to have about 5 people, organizations that I deal with like that, so I can send you here, there. Because some of them, I'm learning a lot now. Some of these programs that they have out here, you have to have like an alcohol or drug addiction, right? If you have that, the mental issues follow that too. So they basically treat you for your drugs and your alcohol addiction. So when I talk with people, I want to know what your program do, what's the process of getting the program in. I mean, getting people into your program, stuff like that. Because it's all about saving people's lives, yo. It's all about saving people's lives. I just did my LLC with Strengthening the Community. Strengthening the Community is a page that I started a while back, and a new Baltimore, rebuilding our city, I started back in 2017, and that page came about to support mothers of murdered sons and daughters, just family in general, right? So that's why I created a new Baltimore, um, rebuilding our city. So I created that page so mothers who lost children or a child or something like that. I don't mean children because I don't want to make it sound a little worse than what it is. It is what it is. But of murdered sons and daughters, that page is there to actually comfort people. So that's why I created that page back then. I met a lot of the women that lost their sons. A lot of times the father's not involved. When I met Deidre Johnson, I met her husband too. And that was the first time that I actually met a man that was involved in trying to help change things with the woman, because it's mostly the women that fight with these programs and stuff. You don't catch a lot of men in them, and that's our problem. Now you do have men that have programs, and my thing is with us as men, we gotta stand up. We gotta stand up and take control back of our communities. A lot of y'all know they are our sons, they're our grandkids, they're our nephews, they are our family members that's out there doing what they do because they come from what we used to do. I thank God that 28 years ago, I broke the mold with my family because I come from a hustling family. But now, guess what? I'm out and I reach out to try to help people who don't understand you can change your life and become a productive member of society. And that's my goal in working with the people that I work with. You know, um, I was sharing with them about, you know, uh, we need to focus a lot on rebuilding Baltimore City. And I'm talking about these houses, building back up in the black community. Um, on my Lincoln page, it's a group called the Black Wall Street. So a lot of them are trying to fix it where we can have supermarkets in our communities. We can have our own corner stores. We can have our own medical centers. It's not to say white people can't come. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. But we're talking about building that Black Wall Street for the black people. The same way you have the Jewish community, the same way you might have the Little Italy community, the same way people basically build up in their own community, and they put stores in there where they can spend the money in the community, so it's a float back into the community. When they spend money in those stores like that, it goes right back into the community. So for me, doing this for years, I hear a lot of people talking games, right? And I ain't about the games. I'm not about the games. My thing is, if we're gonna get out there and do something, we gotta do it. And a lot of this stuff that we need to do, it takes finances. So for me, I try to reach out to like sponsors, business partners, and investors. And the reason why I say that, because some of them, they don't have no problem when it comes to giving out donations and stuff like that. Donations for me is not a problem. I get that stuff. But it's getting people that will really work with you for the finances. I don't I and I'm talking about me. My goal is helping our people. I don't set our people up for failure. I don't set up there and rob and steal and take from them. That's not how I roll. And I know some of us make pretty good money on what we do to help our people. You know what I mean? Because we get paid for doing the things we do. That's why people start businesses. But my thing is, I'm not out to hurt the low to moderate income people. I'm not out to hurt the homeless people. So a lot of times when I share stuff and people know I'm coming with the truth, I never, no, I was getting ready to say I never realized that's not true. Um, in my walk, a lot of people told me, they said, Steve, people gonna hate you, bro. It's not that you saying anything wrong. It's just that our people don't like the truth. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, that's not true. Because for me, I want to know what's going on, what's happening. I'm going to do the research. I'm gonna check the information out, right? To see what, why, here, whatever. I'm just saying. I want to know. That's how I am. So I'm thinking other people feel the same way. They want to know. But it was some great people that told me, they said, man, people going to start hating you, bro. They're going to start hating you. And I could not believe it. And y'all start hating me. Y'all start hating me. And the only thing I wanted to do was do what's right for our people. I'm going to just share a little bit on it. The Myers was set up to try to steal their restaurants. Right? It's a group of black people going around setting white people up as racists. I'm telling you. A lot of us knew, but I was the only one running off in my mouth. So a lot of y'all started hating me, calling me the N-words, calling me Uncle Ruckus, calling me all this type of stuff. But I was fine with that because I'm so used to people coming at me, mainly if I'm not on your bandwagon when it comes to talking about white people. I don't do that. I got nieces and nephews that's mixed. I do not do that. My son has a white girlfriend. So I'm not going to come up here and bash white people because number one, it will make them think I don't like or care for white people. I don't do it. And if you the type that comes out and do that type of stuff, bash white people, and then go back and laugh and kid and joke in your friend's face, can you realize or do you understand they probably like, what the heck, how do you really feel about me? Because we talking about a complexion. We talking about a race. So a lot of y'all I kind of tripped out with. Mainly the ones that have nonprofit organizations. Because we deal with white people, Hispanics, Jews. Because it's multi. And it's called having a wraparound service. Those are the type of people that you deal with. People that's basically doing what you do, or they at that next level of where you want to go. So you learn a lot from people with experience. So look, I had to stand firm on whatever I do. In my spirit, God laid in my spirit to get with people so that we can rehab and revitalize houses. My friend at Priority, she got somebody supposed to have funded her enough to do 90 houses, right? And when I heard that, congratulations, I said I'm next. Because we was talking about rebuilding in the inner city. They doing gentrification, right? But they cannot move everybody. So you gotta start building up where you at, right? As much as we can to stop a lot of our black people from being forced out into the counties. I call it the woods. The plantation. So you got to build up where you at, you know. So that's the whole goal with working with people like Bree and lenders and contractors and real estate agents, because that's what I try to do. I try to line stuff up, y'all. You know, had a great team at one time. We fell apart because people, you know, they I don't whatever your passion is, and you coming with me, don't stop doing what you do because you bring that other part in. I don't try to dictate how you should do things and stuff like that. I don't do that. That's not my role. So I found out, you know, in this process, a lot of people do that. I just don't do it, you know, because I figured if you know, we building something, right? Excuse me for stuttering and everything, but we building something, right? So you get people to help that vision move in the direction that you want to go. So you get like-minded people. I'm just going on my phone to see, can I hear myself? So be patient with me, y'all. Sometimes I have to check because I can't read, like if somebody's sending a comment. Oh, I see it now. I see some comments. Yeah, I see some of y'all comments now. What's up, Chef Fro? What's up? Yeah, I guess y'all can hear me. So, what I do? I didn't stop it, did I? I don't think I stopped it. But anyway, I see the comments now. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to kill time. I'm getting ready to ride over here. I figured today I'll go ahead and walk with Dr. Hall and them. You know, they're gonna be over at Guilford. So I'm gonna ride over there, walk with them, and then I'm gonna take my butt on home. But we need to come together, y'all. We need to come together. I don't have nothing against nobody. Um, I be honest and see how I'm stuttering, and I'm stuttering because I'm trying to watch out for sharing certain things, and that's when I start the stuttering. Because y'all know I can go into an area that it tends to offend people. But if it step on your feet, then you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. Because a lot of us, we got other people that's dictating and running our lives when it comes to the help in Baltimore City. So my goal is to get with people. What's up, David, baby? My goal is to get with people that's serious about doing the necessary work. And I'm telling you, man, it's been a task. It's been a task. I got a Zoom meeting with two brothers that I suppose they hooked up with Saturday, but Saturday was like a busy day. You know, it was real busy. Was it Saturday? Friday. We supposed they hooked up Friday. You know, my son graduated, and after that, I ended up running somewhere else, and it was just busy. So I appreciate God, man. I really, really do, because it's like God putting people now in my life that's already stable, but they want to take their businesses to that next level. And that's where I'm at. So Strengthening the Community LLC is my business. And I'm going to do a little video, or I'm going to have to change the message, because I don't provide shelter myself. I don't provide housing myself yet, to put people in. But that's the goal. And that's where I'm striving for with Strengthening the Community. I got a brother that wants to work with me with vouchers. I'm telling you, I wasn't gonna share that with nobody. But a brother want to work with me because he want to see them vouchers being put to the people on the ground. You got so many bigger charities or nonprofits that get them when they come. So the thing is, he wants somebody he can work with where it will reach mainly the ones on the streets, the low to moderate income people, your homeless people. And when I say homeless people, I'm talking about the ones that I basically work with, right? They just fell on hard time. They don't have what you say mental issues or stuff like that. But if they willing to come through the program to at least help them change the quality of their lives, because it's something happened in your life, right? Where you fell on that hard time. So our goal, or you became homeless. Our goal is to work with you so you won't fall back into that trap again. That's why you have people that have programs that they want to help change the quality of your life. And my thing is, stop telling help how to help you. Stop telling help how to help you. Because if you knew what to do, you wouldn't be in the predicament you in. So that's something that I understand, and I see. So I'm gonna get ready to get off. I got 5:28 over here on my clock. I'm gonna go ahead and ride over here and catch up with Dr. Hall and the group. I haven't been out coming. I haven't been coming out like working with them, because we all basically do the same things and trying to get people help and stuff like that up off the streets. So my goal right now is to go and take that little walk with them. I'm proud of them guys, but that's their mission. God has me doing something in another way. So that's why I don't come out every Monday. I don't come out every Saturday. I try to go right to the resource, or right to the issue. That's how I try to do. So sometimes I get tired of sitting around people, and don't take it wrong, and they feel like they want to talk about everything, but they don't have nothing put together. You don't have no agenda, nothing to follow, just talking. That's why I start shutting up. And then when I present like my business proposal or how we can better help people, people get mad at me because it's not their idea. And it's not the idea. I lived through that. I lived through that. And to me, I try not to give people my opinion on what I think and why. I try not to. when I come into something, I try to come in with personal experience. Look, this is what I did to get out of such and such and stay out of it. I didn't realize till I used to be on Zane, right? And a lot of the stuff that people will call in or write into Zane about, I realized I experienced a lot of that. So I was able to talk with people and help them through that process. You know, because that's what we need. We need people. Go on my Twitter page. Go on my Twitter page. Because one, when I look at certain things like Brandon Scott and I'm trying to do, number one, you gotta learn to win the faith and the trust back in the people. They have lost it. So you're not going to get any program up and running right until you come out. And I'm talking about our elected officials, our public officials, because y'all are in the on. You got to come out into the community. You got to learn to mingle and talk and make people feel comfortable again. That was the same things I was trying to tell Pew and the commissioner during that time. Don't bring a bunch of people with you like the polices and they're in uniform and stuff like that, because you know that make people think you scared of them. It's not that you look. I'm like you. I'm human like you. That's the whole point. You gotta make people feel comfortable. You can create all the programs in the world, and one of the dumbest things that I felt like our city could have done was let that plane go. Let that plane go. Y'all got all these cameras out here. Y'all got the doorbell ringers with cameras in it. You got the tag readers, and y'all still can't find nobody because you don't want to. You won't use what you have to solve the issues that's going on. And y'all know that plane would have slowed some stuff down. Y'all let this man leave Baltimore City with evidence of probably about 200 homicides. And y'all let this man leave. And the city, the people in the city don't know that. They don't know it. And then from what I understand, somebody told me that he got a gag order. So basically he can't, say nothing about what's what. But I can. We can slow this thing down. Life and death is just what it is. So we ain't gonna stop life and death or death. But we can slow this extra stuff down. We got what, maybe 17, 18,000 vacant houses in Baltimore City. Y'all give contracts to a lot of outsiders rather than helping our black young men to take up a trade, to be able to follow a master contractor and get certified. So y'all know, in the inner city, if they don't have nothing to do or make money, they will go out there and find a way to do whatever it is. And I tell them like this, I understand the hustle game. I understand, right? The hustle game. I didn't know that you can change. You don't have to hustle. When I first got clean, I think for 2 years, I was thinking about like putting the package out and be in the meetings and everything and talk a good game and all that type of stuff, and make money on the side. The Holy Spirit hit me and said, if you keep hurting my people, I'm gonna hurt you. And it scared me. I heard a guy talk about how this car hit him, knocked him like a half a block away. Because he was clean and he went back to doing, what he used to do. And God punished him. He was crippled for a while, but then he walking and all that type of stuff. I don't know if he's living or dead now because I haven't seen him in years, but I'm just saying. When I heard him share that story, that was just like God talking to me. That was like God talking to me. I delivered you from the drugs and the alcohol and all that type of stuff, right? And you want to go back and kill my people and poison my people. No. No. I know where my life is at when it comes to Christ. I know it. Ain't no man got to tell me none of that. You ain't got to tell me nothing. I know where my relationship at when it comes to the Holy Spirit. I study and read the word just like everybody else. But what I learned to do was kind of feed people in layman terms as far as making it simple for people. Some people don't understand if you haven't grew up in, I'm going to say, a well-structured home. Your parents was living examples of how they want you to live your life. When I look back at my son and my daughters and my stepdaughters that I raised, they doing daggone good. They doing good. So I can sit back and take pride in the way my wife and I raised them kids, even though I don't like her. I'm just joking. But when I'm sit back and I look at this now. My son graduated, man, blew me away. I jumped in this car. When I got in this car, I started crying. It was like, uh, you know, it's like a job well done, right? And I'm just saying that because when I got in the car, I cried. My mother not here to see stuff like this. My mother died before my mother died in 1988, and my oldest daughter was born in 1989. She never had a chance to meet her grandkids on my end. So when I sat in this car and I realized little Steve have completed high school, and something hit me like, well done. Well done. Even though my wife and I is struggling, me and my son took a picture together, right? And he told his mother, he said, come on, Mom. I don't think she wanted to come over, right? But I mean, come on. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I've been through hell in my marriage. Everybody think it's me, think I'm the bad dude. I don't have no problem with that. I know what went on in both of my marriages. But yeah, I might have looked like the bad dude because I'm the man. But it's the reason why Steve did what he did, whenever he did what he did. And I will talk about it. I just don't want to talk about certain things now, right? I don't want to do it now. I don't want to do it now. But anyway, it's all life lessons. I'm telling you, everything that I have been through in this lifetime, the trials and the tribulations, it made my faith and my trust in God more stronger. So when a lot of y'all say God is not real and stuff like that, it's okay. It's okay because it's an honor when God introduces himself to you personally, okay? Because it took that phase of getting knowledge of God, and then God opened up my heart and mind to who he was in the flesh, Jesus Christ. And when Jesus Christ went on, some years later, it was like the Holy Spirit. So I know today the Holy Spirit leads my life. And it's no disrespect to no other person. The only person I try to really listen to feed my spirit is Bishop Jerome Stokes. I try not to let everybody feed me. I had a bad experience with that where I walked away. And once I was guided back to that relationship with Christ, I said I will never let another man do that to me again. Because sometimes we believe more in the man than in the spirit. So I'm just sharing that, and I'm gonna get ready to go because it's almost a half an hour. But y'all know I love y'all, and my thing is to move in silence, y'all. Um, and I try to get to the source or the sources of whatever we trying to do. So if you wanna like get with housing and stuff, Bree Jones is one person because I met her that I'm definitely going to talk with. Charm City Builders is another one. They've been sending me stuff. So I'm like, it's getting time to go and sit with these people and to share the vision, the passion for our low to moderate income people. I was told to say average monthly income, AMI. I said I will not. Because most of the time when you do average monthly income, you talking about people that's making like 40, 60, 70,000 dollars and more. It leaves the impoverished people out that's making like 10 and $15 an hour. So now in the inner city, you got to create housing for the people that's living below poverty, below the poverty rate, paying somebody else $800 or $1,000 to live in their house, gas and electric off, water off, because they can't maintain it like that. But they got a roof over their head. So guess who steps in? So you get with people that's actually doing the work that you are trying or you're being guided to do. Y'all taught me a lot. Well, y'all teaching me a lot. I'm gonna thank y'all again for praying for me. When y'all told me take my hands out of it, leave this alone, la 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 la. So I started backing up. And God started humbling me. I was talking about you, David Daniels, the other day when you said, Steve. Now, mind you, I'm a man of God. I got ordained deacon back in 2009. I stepped outside my marriage. I stepped off the deacon ministry. But I know no matter what, I cannot stop working in that calling that God called me to do. So it's not about the title. It's not about the label. The label. I know in my spirit, I'm a minister for Christ. All of us. And that wasn't something that man told me. I know in my spirit who I am. I know I am a warrior for Christ. I am a fighter for Christ. I know that. I know it. That's why I do what I do. So now I'm learning to do things in humility or in humbleness. So I ain't gonna keep talking about people like I used to. I might kick up something now and then. But other than that, I had to humble myself because I don't want people, and I'm talking about like our elected officials and whoever, like in that area, I don't want people to hate me on a personal note. And because you hate me, you won't help our people. I see what y'all do with Christina Flowers. And that woman is out there. She gets the job done. My thing is, y'all will not help this woman. And not just her, it's a lot of us that want places that we can put the homeless people and the less fortunate people in until we can move them on. That's like transitioning. It's going to take money to do that. It's going to take money. So you got a lot of lawmakers who refuse to help certain people because y'all don't like the way they come for y'all. Y'all don't like it. And I know that. I know that. And I think it's a shame because y'all might not like a certain person, their attitudes and their behavior. So the thing is, you get mad at them, and I ain't gonna help her, help them. I'm right here. I'm right here. And guess what? I was taught a long time ago, right, that you might have to reach out for outside help. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say his name. Terry Hickey was the director of homeless services. He told Chef and us that we might have to reach out for sponsors outside. Now look at this. Your own people sending you to some other people rather than giving you your nonprofit the money to do what needs to be done. And ever since we was told that, that's why as a community outreach coordinator, my goal is to go and try to find the outside help. You got me? That's why I can get donations. Donations is not a problem for me. And Chef know that. We had a lot of companies, though. I don't mean had, stuff slowed down, but still, you got to build that connection back up. But we had companies that gave us product, and what we did was give it back to other nonprofits that didn't have money that was coming out their pockets. I'm sorry, to do that nonprofit because the city wouldn't give them money. That's why Chef called me his COC, Community Outreach Coordinator. Since Chef called me the Community Outreach Coordinator, he labeled me as that. That's what I run with. So my goal is to talk with people that's really, want to invest in Baltimore. If you want to take a risk, you got a little extra money that you want to make money now. Don't get it wrong, investing. You want to make money, but you willing to say, hey, I got like a $500,000. You want to profit from your million. And I mean $500,000. And that's our goal, is to make sure you get your money and what? Interest on it. So that's the point of going out and talking with people that have money abundantly and don't have a problem with investing in your program. Don't have a problem with investing in the people, because that's what it's all about. It's not about that individual itself. It's about investing in the people. So that's where I'm at, y'all. Uh, I had to come out, and I think I'm gonna jump on this too. This guy reached out to me about something with child support, right? So um, now my daughter turned 18 in 2019. Child support is still charging me for the money that on her behalf that I had to pay. She should have been emancipated back in 2019. So the rear has went up, and still to this day, in the paperwork, it actually looked like I'm paying for one child, but it's actually two. So they never deducted when my daughter came off. So now little Steve off. So when I called them to talk to them to find out why they're not giving my money back to me, and child support, which I'm mad as hell, decided to keep my money going to pay off what I don't owe. So I had to go and get and file for the modification. And then I had to write a letter too, because I want the judge to know that I ain't no slouch. I've never been a sorry man, never in my life. I raised other people's kids. I did foster care. I did mentoring. And I put it all in the letter. Because number one, y'all ain't dealing with no sorry black man right here. And if I gotta learn the laws to protect some of our black men that child support is really socking it to, and they really don't understand what's going on in general. They don't know that my wife took the card that somebody gave me. She done fixed it with me and my daughter not talking. But y'all think y'all really helping people. So I'm going to learn whatever I can. And I told this brother and the rest of them, I'm with you. So I just want y'all to know now, as a community organizer, I was a board member with Communities United. So I will learn everything I can to come for your tails. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Because sometimes we need to take the time out and really check certain things out. And if I got to bring my win, I had put in an application with Win, a private foster care company. I got the papers at the house, the file and everything. Passed everything. And when it was time for my wife to go and take her physical, she come talking about, I ain't watching other people's kids. And she was the one that told me to do the private foster care. And then we got everything in, except for her. Only thing, Gwen wanted me to stop working. Because they don't get a lot of men that's willing to step up to the plate to help children. You know, as far as that being that, I'm going to say surrogate or, spiritual father. And they wanted me to be a part of that. And they wanted me to actually stop working. But the reason why I didn't do it, because I know when I did foster care, you had to have your own money rather than relying on that foster care money. That foster care money was for the kids, not for you to turn around and do whatever you want. And that's what some people do. They do foster care and they live lavishly off of that. So my goal is to reach back out to Gwen. I still got my packet and I still got my wife's packet. So, and I heard they work with our church, but I need to get my butt on away from here now. I don't want to go over there and them suckers that walk off on me. But look, I love y'all. I guess I needed to talk because I just stayed on a little longer than a little longer. But I just wanted to just kill some time. Kill time. I keep laughing because I said something about killing time, and Mishael gonna tell me you can't kill time as far as letting time pass, whatever. He gonna tell me you gotta learn certain languages. I said, okay, you might know how to put things better than me, but I said kill time, and that's what I'm gonna stick with. I'm trying to kill time before I go over to this place, so I'm on my way over there. Love y'all, and I'm getting off. Take care, family. Wait a minute, I gotta stop that. I gotta stop that. I gotta stop that. Stop. Blah 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 blah.